Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Sorry that this one was kind of last moment. As mentioned as well, I am not going to be appearing on camera today, if you saw the message in the Discord, so my apologies in regards to that. Figured I installed the new traffic program there, the FSLTL. And if I figured if I'm going to be giving it a test on my own, I might as well stream it for everybody, right? And as you can see, we have the traffic loaded in right now, and the one thing that I can already tell is it's affecting my performance pretty badly. I will say I'm not exactly sure the reasoning behind it, but yeah, it's pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. Maybe it will even itself out as time goes on. I sure hope so. But anyways, welcome everybody. Farmer, hello, welcome. But yeah, as you can see, it's not really performing the best with everything going on in the background. Hopefully that'll get ironed out in the future. But we'll see. We will have to see. We're doing two short legs today. We're going from KPVD, which is TF Green International Airport. It's actually my local airport. We are going from there to Washington, Ronald Reagan International Airport in Washington, D.C. So two short hops today in a Southwest Airlines PMDG 737-700. So nothing too fancy today. Just checking out the FSLTL. I think that's what it is. I'm going to keep messing that up, but like I said already, as I can tell, looks like the frame rate is looking pretty ugly. The only thing I could think to do would be to go into my graphics settings right quickly and turning down the trees, because somebody was telling me that you don't need trees all the way up. You can actually turn those down to low, and everything else you can kind of leave on high end. So we'll see if that makes a difference in our frames real quick. I highly doubt it. Hello, hello. Oh, there we go. Looks like we got the microphone back. Sorry about that, everybody. Not sure what the problem with that was. But I went ahead and turned down a lot of the graphics settings that I had. I turned the level of detail down quite a lot, and we are running a lot smoother. So yeah, I definitely had to adjust my graphics settings to account for FSLTL, but it is working. We do have aircraft here. Nothing's moving. But that's just probably due to the fact that our local airport over here isn't very busy at all. I'm just super happy that we got the microphone working now. Thank goodness. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump inside the flight deck now and get everything going before we have any issues. As you can see, it's raining in real life here as well. It's been raining all day. Let's head up over to the overhead panel now. Let's just get everything up and going before we have any further issues. Let's go ahead and get the battery power on now. Go ahead and get our nav lights on. Those are already on for us. Get our emergency exit lights armed as well. We will go ahead. Okay, everyone, for whatever reason, the NVIDIA broadcast app that I use to actually run my microphone isn't really working all that great, so I did exit out of it, just because it was, it keeps messing up the stream, and the stream is running terribly right now. My goodness. This is ever since we started using the new FSLTL there, we are running like absolute crap. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest with you. I was not expecting to get such bad performance issues right now. I mean, a simulator isn't doing too terrible on its own, but OBS seems to be running awfully choppy. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me all right? Simulator seems to be doing better now. But my goodness, OBS is running awful. Absolutely awful. Let me try turning off FS Realistic. You can hear me? Okay, yeah, for whatever reason my OBS is just running very, very poorly. Very, very poorly. Hey Mom, welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. The simulator seems to be running okay, but everything else within OBS is running awful. Hold on a second, let me try doing this. We have many reports, skipped frames over the last 2 minutes. Hope everything works out. Thanks, Scarlett, I really appreciate that. Let me try doing this. Let me go to blank live. There we go. Now let me try pulling up the live screen again. There we go. That seems to have fixed it. Okay. Let's hope for the best. Let's bring up FS Realistic again. Wonder if that was what was causing the problem. I'm going to turn down the wind ambience because that might be causing it as well. Let me tune that down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Hopefully we're doing well now. Surprise Foot isn't here. Yeah, we are running rather late for everybody else in their time. So that's probably why we're not going to see too many people here. That, and I threw this up extremely last minute, and for that, I apologize, everybody, but I just wanted to test out the new traffic add-on there and see how it runs, and so far it's really affecting the frame rate quite terribly. I am not going to lie. Seems to be doing okay now, though. So good. Adam, welcome. Over 600 subs. I know we hit that mark just the other day, man. Absolutely insane. Okay, let's get down here. Let's get everything going while we can, yeah. Get our position in here. Oop, we never turned on the IRSs. That's important. That would be important. Everything seems to be running a lot smoother now. Thank goodness. There we go. Get that entered in. Now let's come over here. First thing we're going to do is we are going to start boarding with GSX.
Boarding requested.
So request boarding there. There we go. You're growing fast, Mike. I really hope you for the best. Thank you, Khaled. I really appreciate that. And I really hope that you are enjoying the streams, my friend. That's really my ultimate goal, is for everybody to be able to come here and have a good time and be able to feel comfortable with themselves here at all times. So thank you so much for your kind words, Khaled. Of course. Thank you. Let's get our fuel all set up now. We need 12,714 pounds. There we go. Looking good. Payload. Just enter in our 0 fuel weight there, which of course for this leg is 117,000. 117.0 on the 0 fuel. There we go. 129 passengers going to Washington. Alright, lovely. Let's go ahead and get our route entered in now. Now that everything seems to be running a lot better. I'm enjoying, but if you don't mind asking to stream earlier because it's 1 a.m. at night for me, you know I gotta sleep for school. Oh, I completely understand, my friend. This is just when I get done with everything I have going on for the day. By the time I get home and everything like that, you know what I mean. I'm not able to stream any earlier than this during the week, unfortunately. But during the weekends, we will start anywhere. It's usually between 9 a.m. to 12 o'clock noon Eastern time. There we go. We are departing runway 5 out of Providence. There we go. Our flight number is WN 1565. You just got out of work listening in the car? Aw. I feel famous, feel like I'm on the radio. We're going direct to Jumper, because it's a direct departure. Actually, you know what? No, we gotta put in our arrival. We're going in on ILS runway 1 via the Dealey 3 arrival in the Laughlin transition. Lovely. Now let's come over here to our route and get this all entered in. So we're going direct to Jumper, which is a usual waypoint while departing Providence, and then to Rifle. That's your usual waypoint after leaving as well. From there, we're hopping on the J174. You gotta go to sleep. Alright, Khaled, my friend. Hope you have an excellent sleep and an excellent day tomorrow, my friend. Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate you. I hope it goes well as well. We seem to be doing better now, thank goodness. Going to Zizzy after the J174. Then direct to ATR. We'll figure out which one that is. Isaac, hello my friend, welcome. Going to ATR. Waterloo, okay. Just really need to make sure that we get that correct. That's the most important thing. We cannot have that be messed up in any way, shape, or form. So that looks good now. Let's just go over our legs. Just take a look. We do have a vector there that we need to get rid of. There we go. Okay. Lovely. Now we can head over to our legs page. Bring this over into plan. And just make it look and just make sure all of this looks okay. Just make sure it's not going to look crazy and nothing looking weird, which it doesn't, so I'm happy with it. Route looks okay, so we're going to activate that. We're going to execute it in. Wonderful. Bring this back over here to map. Let's head up to the overhead panel now. we are going to get our... First off, let's get some dome light on in here so we can see a little better. There we go. Let's get our no smoking signs on, as well as our seatbelt signs, as you can hear. GSX is still loading everybody on the airplane, so let's get our left aft fuel pump on. And let's start up the APU as well. Lovely. While the APU is starting up, we're going to come down here. We're going to do our performance now. As we said before, our zero fuel weight, I believe, was 117 on the nose. Yep. 117.0 right on the nose. There we go. Our fine reserve fuel is going to be 2.1. Our cost index is going to be 30. Our cruising altitude is going to be 340. Execute that in. Our cruise wind averages coming in from 168 degrees and 25 knots. There we go. Lovely. Come over here to N1 limit now. We will derate by 1. Select a normal climb as well. Takeoff, we'll come over here. We'll go flaps to 5 degrees. This is looking good. We need to grab our CG, though, from our payload. 18.2. 18.2 gives us a trim value of 6.59. Let's get our V-speeds plugged in now. Excellent. 6.59. We'll come down here, bring this to 6.59. Like I said, everybody, it's pinned up the top. I will not be appearing on camera today. Posted about that in the Discord. My apologies, you won't be able to see my bright and shiny face today. But there we go. Trim is all set to go now. Let's work on our autopilot, shall we? As mentioned, we are going up to flight level 340 for this one. Why isn't our autopilot selector working? Let me unplug and plug our throttle quadrant back in here. You're going to see something come up on the screen. Click keep default for that. Hopefully this doesn't cause a CTD. Sometimes it does. Oop, there we go. Keep default. Okay, resume. There we go. Do I prefer Airbus or Boeing? I love both. I love both. I think they are both excellent in my opinion. Alright, let's get our altitude up to 34,000 feet. We're not using ATC or anything like that, so we're just going straight up. 34,000 feet. We need our speed to be V2 plus 10, which is going to be 144. There we go. Lovely. Our runway heading here on runway 5 should be about 050 degrees, but just to make sure, we are going to check our chart here. Four seven degrees needed on the heading. Looks like we have an FMC message there that we need to check out. There we go. Lovely. Looking good there. Let's get our auto throttles armed and our flight directors armed as well. Let's go take a look at what this is. Unable to any knots at deal. That's not true. That is not true. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our TCAS armed as well. There we go. Looking good. Get our brakes set to RTO. Go up to the overhead panel. Everything's looking good here. Let's get our APU generator on now. There we go. Get our APU lead on as well. Get our packs turned on. Excellent. We will come down here. We will come over to the ground services menu and disconnect our ground power unit. We no longer need him. No longer need him. Give some brightness to our main panel here. Like I said, it is rather dark outside from being gray and rainy. Alright, I do believe our passengers are finished boarding here. Alright. Everything's looking good up here still. Oh, we gotta get our cruising altitude in. Flight level 340. Here we go. Let's get our landing altitude as well. Landing altitude's 14 feet. So 50 we'll have to do. Not even, we'll just leave that at 0. No point to bringing that up any farther. This can be switched to APU gen for our AC source. Yaw damper will come on. All of our navigation switches will stay on normal and automatic. Fuel temperature is looking good. Fuel pumps will stay as is for now. This will be down to standby power. These guards will stay closed for our drive disconnect switches and standby power. These are all looking good. Wipers will stay off for now. Equipment cooling will stay on normal. Emergency exit switches are armed. Seatbelt and no smoking signs are on. Window heats will come on right now. Probe heats will stay off until we are ready for push. Electric hydraulic pumps are going to come on as well. That's all looking good. This is all looking good as well. Excellent. I think we are pretty much ready to go, everybody. Let's just take a look outside really quickly and make sure that they are done loading everything up, which they are. Ooh boy. The stutters have returned, everybody. We went outside and we are full of stutters again. My goodness. Full of stutters again. Wow. That's nuts. We were doing so well just a little while ago. And doing pretty well inside the flight deck also. Oh, there we go. We're doing better now. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I think one thing that I noticed was happening is whenever you kind of view away from the air traffic over here from FSLTL, it respawns in. So once you haven't viewed it for a while, it kind of despawns, and then when you go back outside, it respawns. And that kind of causes everything to stutter. Hopefully they will fix that, I hope. But, alright, let's prepare for pushback. Let's let GSX know that we need to get out of here. Actually, there is something that we do need to do, just because I know they are still open. We need to close these doors here. Close our forward entry door as well. And then go to ground services and remove our wheel chocks. There we go. Lovely. Now, let's prepare for pushback and departure. We will come up top. We will get our fuel pumps on. Get our packs off. Get our probe heats on. Okay, and we are going to be good to go once this gentleman here
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
installs the bypass pin. And then we can get the bleep out of here. Kamar, welcome my friend. Welcome to the stream. This last minute testing out the FSLTL. And I gotta tell you, the only thing I'm not too pleased with is the performance. It's causing our performance to be pretty choppy. I am not going to lie.
Bypass pin inserted.
Not going to lie about that. Right, he's putting in the bypass pin.
Locking gear.
It does look clean. It looks nice, but the performance is... I mean, it looks okay from here, like right now, but yeah, it's new. They'll work it out exactly. That's why I kind of delayed on getting it right away, because I heard it was a lot more buggy before even the way it's sitting now. But alright, we are ready to push, everybody. We're going to release parking brakes. We're going to start engine number 2 first. Anti-collision
All
lights
engines
coming
clear.
on.
Start at will.
Engine number 2 coming over to ground. Come down here, let's have a look. N2 rotation. N1 rotation. Lovely. At 25% N2, we will initiate fuel flow and pop over to the wing and have a listen. Get this one. Sun is peeking through those clouds a little bit. Alright, sounds like we have a good start of engine number 2. Let's pop back inside the flight deck here and let's run up engine number 1. Same procedure, and 2% rising, and 1% rising. 25% N2 right here. We'll engage fuel flow and get her running.
Set parking brakes.
Lovely, that sounds good to me. Let's head back inside here. Let's get our parking brake set for them. We didn't set it right away just because we were waiting on the engines to start. But good engine start, as he mentioned. Let's get our engine generators on now and get our packs back on. Isolation valve will come into auto. APU bleed will come off. APU will come off. Alright, looking good. Taxi lights will come on. Get our wing lights on as well. There we go. Lovely. Let's pop over to the wing view now so we can
Unlocking gear.
test our flight controls. Lovely, looking good there. Flaps will come over to... We'll come over here for this. Flaps will come to 5 degrees.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Excellent. Get up to the flight deck now. Just make sure that this gentleman is going to be giving us the signal. We're not going to be able to see him because he just loves to stand right in front of... there we go. Showing us the bypass pin. Thank you, sir. Alright, he's going to step out in front of the airplane. We are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Going to taxi out to runway 5. I have this airport memorized like the back of my hand, so I don't even need to reference any charts or anything like that while taxiing to runway 5. I'm sure, like all of our local airports, we all have it all memorized as well. So he's cleared the area. We are going to release our parking brake. We are going to give us some power and get rolling. Remember, everybody, if you are new here and you are enjoying the channel, please consider becoming a subscriber. If you're enjoying the stream as well, please hit that like button for me. I would greatly appreciate that. This is a last-minute stream I have posted today. Like I said, I was just testing the FSLTL. Just want to make sure that it was working properly, make sure that I can get it configured properly, which it seems like I have. And it is running okay. It is running okay. It does not affect my frames nowhere near as badly as something like Aerosoft Simple Traffic did. I maybe used Aerosoft Simple Traffic for a day or two before I was like, nah, this isn't even worth it. But this seems to be working out quite nicely for us. How long is the flight time? This one's about 1 hour and 3 minutes. Both legs. We're going to Washington for the first leg, and we are heading right back to Providence after we land there. Quick turnaround flight. Round trip. You have college and flying lesson at 1. Nice. This flight time, let me just pull up the flight plan here, pull up the briefing. Scheduled to be 1 hour and 7 minutes. $8 a.m. my time? No, it's 5:30 p.m. my time, my friend. Everybody, if you are new here and you are enjoying what you are seeing, like I said, hit that subscribe button for me. Try to get as many subscriptions as we possibly can. We are on the road to 750. Yep, you're right, it's 5. So it should be 10:40 p.m. in the UK right now. Pay attention, pay attention. Gonna make a hot drink. Hopefully I'll make it back in time. We're gonna run coming back. Alright, man. Should make it back in time. We're not taxiing the fastest. Unlike the real life Southwest pilots that taxi like absolute maniacs. But I will say it does follow Flight Radar 24, the FSLTL. It does follow it pretty well. I was going ahead and checking out any flights that may be departing or taxiing out onto the runway before we loaded in, and I didn't see any. FSLTL doesn't control movement on the ground. It's all based on the stock ATC that Microsoft Flight Simulator provides. So as long as the FSLTL imports an IFR flight plan by Flight Radar 24, the simulator should follow them. Same thing with the arrivals. I'm not really too familiar with all the technological mumbo jumbo that goes behind it, but did do a little bit of reading, and the fact that it's freeware is just absolutely insane too. Finally, a pretty decent, viable traffic add-on. Oh, there we go. We have an airplane right there. It looks like he's departing. another Southwest Airlines. Right there on runway 5. Looks like he's getting ready to go. Alright, Farber, have a good one, my friend. Thank you for popping in. Always appreciate you. Here on almost every single stream, so thank you so much. Kind of concerning how he's just sitting there, to be honest with you. Hopefully he's not going to be stuck. If that's the case, we will just remove the traffic, because you can do that right from the menu, right from the simple traffic menu. We'll just move him right out of the way if that's the case, because I'd really rather not deal with an aircraft being stuck there. Those are bots. I mean, technically. Let's see what the ATC says here. Nothing there. Yeah, he looks like he's stuck there. So, we're gonna have to remove him. He's not moving. Now, Kamar, I think that has to do with FSLTL. Thinking that he's stuck there. Let's hold short right here and see. We'll wait a few minutes. We'll wait a few minutes and see if he skedaddles. Where's our runway texture as well? What in the... Oh, it's there, but barely. Yeah, he's stuck there, everybody, so we're going to come over here and we are just going to simply click remove nearby traffic, and it should take him right out. At least I think. It should have. Toolbar trigger, call nearby traffic. He's not leaving. But reset. There we go. Okay, he's gone. He must have been on the runway right there when FSLTL traffic first loaded up when we first started the sim, so we had to get rid of him. Sorry, buddy. But I was not about to let you hold us up. Okay, everyone, we are ready to go. Let's get on out of here, shall we? Let's head over to Washington for our first leg. Enjoy the departure. We are turning and burning, not lining up and waiting. Let's get on out of here. He didn't come back? Nope. Okay. Good. Do I use VATSIM at all? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Oops. Sorry about that. Come on, plane, move. Why are we taking so much to 40% power to taxi here? Alright, engine stable at 40%, seeming as we need 40% power to even get the airplane moving for whatever reason. We are stabilized and we are pushing Toga. Enjoy, everyone. P1, rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear coming up. Same, man, same. Music, music, music. Alright. Start our nice big turn here. Lovely, already up over the cloud layer, wow. Alright, autopilot is on. Flaps coming to 1 degrees. We're going up to 350, 340, I believe. And flaps coming clean. Yep, 340. Bamarin, welcome, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. We are climbing like the space shuttle, let me tell you. Climbing like the space shuttle. 4,300 feet per minute. Holy hell. Alright, there goes 10,000, so let's get our landing lights off there. Wonderful. I think we can probably come over here, honestly, to our climb and maybe climb N1. Yeah, that's kinda... Alright, whatever, we already selected it, so we'll deal with it for now, but up we go, everyone. Up we go. Winglets are really shaky? Oh yeah. Yamil, hello my friend, welcome. Let's head outside. You forget your camera? Nope, look at the pinned message, my friend. We're not using the camera today. The pinned, my pinned comment in chat. What do I think about the livery? I absolutely love it, man. Absolutely love it. We landed in Bradley a few hours ago. A storm was brewing. Oh yeah. It's been storming here all day. We just took out of Providence, which is my local airport, and it's been rainy, gusty, and windy all day. So I figured, you know what? It'll be fun to get up on out of here. Best American livery, meaning this livery right here. I think it's up there. It's up there for sure. Among the best of them. We have quite the headwind pushing us, though. Look at that. Anywhere from 13 to 29 knots. There goes standard. Lovely. Yeah, American Airlines is great. Delta, too, man. That's another good one. You gotta give it to United as well, having the globe on the tail. Can never go wrong with the globe on the tail, you know what I mean? My favorite livery was actually the United and Continental merger. That first merger livery that they ever used, I really, really enjoyed as well. But there's a lot of really nice liveries out there for any airlines based into America. Sometimes it's really difficult to pick one, you know what I mean? But wow, look at that view. Looking absolutely beautiful. It's crazy how real the simulator looks sometimes. Give it to American, yeah. Especially the retro Astrojet that they did for a little while. Very, very pretty airplane. Only thing that you don't like what Microsoft Flight Simulator has done? Oh boy, let's hear it. We're not able to walk about the cabin? I mean, you technically can. I mean, this is about as close you're gonna get to it, but you can walk around the cabin a little bit, right? But this is the PMDG. A lot of the default airplanes don't allow you to walk around the cabin like this. W's, hello my friend, welcome. Welcome to the stream, thank you for being here. So, Kamar, do you have the default airplanes or do you have like PMDG or something like that? Because a lot of the payware airplanes do have modeled interior cabins. Remember, everybody, hit that like button for me if you haven't already. Would greatly, greatly appreciate that. We don't have a definitive goal of how many likes I would like this stream to get up to, but as many as possible. As many as possible for sure. Keep a lookout for the streams that are going to be scheduled for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. I have some good ones in mind. You have the default ones, the ones that you just buy in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. You only have a 7.3, 7.4, and 7.8. Oh, so you must mean the A320, 7.4, and 787. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think those have modeled cabins, unfortunately. But it's very bumpy up here in the skies today, for sure. Very bumpy. Let's get some tunes on, shall we? What does the galley look like? It doesn't look the best. Give me 1 second. Let me get the music started here, and then I'll take you back. Okay, let's go take a look at the galley, shall we? That's about it. It's not too crazy. Like I said, a lot of it is just 2D texturing. See, hello, my friend. Turbulent flight. Oh, yeah. Very, very bumpy today, my friend. Very bumpy over the skies of New England today. But yep, this is about it with the galley. I mean, I think this is going to be more detailedly modeled with future updates of the PMDGs. But, not entirely sure. Hype, you got a 600 subs. I know, man. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. We're on the road to 750 now. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll make a better rendered version of it. I mean, I really don't care if it's 2D or not. I don't really spend a lot of my time back there, so you know, it's not something that I pay a whole lot of attention to. But also just wanted to throw it out there, friends. You can track my flights now right on Volanta. We do have Volanta set up, so if you do have a Volanta account and you want to track the flight right from there, you for sure can now. After many requests, I went ahead and had that set up. Yes, finally. Oh, I know. After many requests, I finally set that up for everyone. Gavin, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day. Looks so realistic, it really does. It's absolutely nuts. Hey, there goes some traffic that just went by us up there. How very cool. It looks so real. I am doing well, thank you. Always, always a great day when I can stream Flight Simulator for everybody, for sure. Going to Washington? Yeah, we are. There goes some more traffic out there. But we've reached our cruising altitude. Top of our descent is in 157 nautical miles. Chief Sim Viola in the house. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just testing out the FSLTL for the first time today. Right now we're going to be using IFR, yeah, for sure. We have ILS runway 1 selected at in Washington. Because I'm pretty sure the ceiling is pretty low there. I'm not sure about the visibility. Let's have a look. KDCA METAR. Not too terrible. Broken clouds at 1800, visibility 10 or more miles. Pretty windy though. Winds are at 16 knots, gusting at 22. But I'm pretty confident we'll get her in perfectly fine. Have I ever done my hometown all the way out there? No, I have not. Our little airport doesn't operate flights all the way out there, my friend. Are we doing the river visual? No, unfortunately not. We aren't, that's runway 19, right? I think so. But no, we are going in on runway 1, I believe. Let me just double make sure. Yep, runway 1. Only keep it in the States? Oh no, dude, I go all over the place, man. I go all over the place. We were just in Japan last Friday. Verdant visuals, nice for one, but hey, look, more traffic. So cool, man. So far, I'm really liking the FSLTL. So far, I'm liking it. But, no, Kamar, we go all over the place, my friend. Like I said, last Friday, we were in Japan. We've been all over Finland. We've been to Switzerland. We've done Australia. We've done Brazil recently. I'd like to make it back into Canada shortly. Haven't done Canada in a while. We've been doing a lot of United States over the past week and a half or so. But this upcoming weekend, I think we are going to be going back into Europe. For sure. A320 ahead? You talking about on Volanta? I don't think I'm going to be able to see him. Not connected to VATSIM and don't have VATSIM connected to FSLTL, so I don't think we're going to be able to get a glance at him. Canada looks great down low, but there's a lot of water issues, yeah. And that's kind of why I want to get out there, because of the most recent update was all about Canada, so I'd like to go check it out. On my right. Don't have any visuals. They also updated some of the airports close to the border with Canada and the US. Nice. Yeah, you know, we were just talking about that last night in regards to Baltimore, Washington International, as well as I forget the other airport we were talking about. We just flew Knoxville No, it wasn't Knoxville. Ooh, boy, a little bit of a stutter right there, guys. What on earth? But, no, we were talking about, Columbus. Columbus, Ohio. We were talking about yesterday how they haven't updated the scenery at all. I forget what runway we took off out of, but, the runway, according to Microsoft Flight Simulator, was closed. The runway was closed, so unfortunately, you know, in real life, the runway opened up back in 2021, so here I am going and taxiing to the runway yesterday, and Microsoft Flight Simulator has it as a grass strip. So we took off in the MD-80 yesterday out of a grass strip. 10,000 foot long grass strip in the MD-80. And then we also had a engine failure on our right hand side on short final yesterday, which was rather crazy. But we ended up getting her in anyway, buttered her in at 119 feet per minute despite the engine failure at the last moment. We were committed at that point. There was no way we were going to be able to go around. Engine out? Yeah, first time, Chief. First time it's ever happened to me. Well, on final at least. I've only had one other engine failure in my entire simming career. And that was in an A330. You saw the landing that got your sub? Oh yeah. Captain J says, bro, how can I fix the rudder problem when the yoke stick in Microsoft Flight Simulator? You probably have auto rudder on, my friend. You talking about in the A320? The fly-by-wire A320 when you're trying to turn left and right using the stick and it doesn't turn at all? Yeah, go into your assistant settings, click the piloting tab, and turn off auto rudder. But yeah, that was crazy last night. We were doing terrible on approach anyway because we were we probably should have diverted, to be completely honest, last night because the weather was just absolutely awful in Atlantic City. Winds were gusting at 38 knots on our arrival. And we probably, you know, realistically would have diverted, but I was exhausted, so I was like, you know what, we're just going to put her down, it's okay. And then, yeah, just after we got visual confirmation with the runway, because there was an 800-foot ceiling, we had visual contact with the runway. We were way off center line. And right as I said that, the low oil pressure light flicked on. That you can see the generator flick off, the little flicker of all your lights. Yeah, right oil pressure low. We had a complete shutdown. That was fun. Does this give anybody else Canyon vibes? By Canyon vibes, I mean the default soundtrack that was in, Microsoft Windows 95 and 98. It might not be called Canyon. I don't think this one's Canyon. Reminds me of another one, though. I forget the name of it. But this is very Windows 95-like. Remember, everybody, if you are new here and you are enjoying the stream, enjoying what you're seeing, please consider becoming a subscriber. I would really, really greatly appreciate that, as well as hit that like button for me. We are chasing 750 subscribers, everybody. And this is a very laid-back environment, a very chilled-out environment. Gonna shut off my PC and go to my bed, then I'll be back. Alright, Kamar. Sounds good, my friend. And just a warning to everybody, some of the things you may see me do in the simulator are not going to be 100% to real life, everybody. I am not 100% dedicated to realism. I try for as much realism as I possibly can, but just being honest with everybody. I'd be lying if I said I thought I was a expert level pilot. I'd be absolutely lying. So it's interesting to see the FSLTL traffic injector and looking at the log here about what gets updated from time to time. Like, for instance, this just hit here. This is another traffic just loaded in. American Airlines Flight 1199, Boeing 737-800, tail number November 354 Papa Tango, Miami to JFK. That's so cool. He's at 16,000 right now. That's honestly so cool. That's the best part about this, and it updates quite often. Removing planes that are out of range, it does a lot of that. So that's cool. Hey Michael, where are we going? We are going to Washington by way of KPVD, and welcome to the stream, Ayla. Really greatly appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Crew Route, hello my friend, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a absolutely fantastic Tuesday. Oh, Graham Cracker. Coming in and making virtual terrorist threats. Unfortunately, my friend, that is a immediate timeout. Alright, Chief, thank you for stopping by, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Greatly appreciate you. Hope you have an excellent rest of your afternoon, excellent rest of your evening, and hope everything is going well at NASA, my friend. Just flew out of Dulles 4 days ago. Nice. I've never flown into Dulles myself. Only flown into Baltimore, BWI. And let me tell you one thing about that airport. Get ahead into the LAX scenery? Alright, nice, man. I want to pick that up soon, and the only thing I'm worried about is performance, just based I only have 16 gigs of RAM. But everyone's telling me that it actually performs better than the default LAX, which is actually what makes me think I'll be able to get away with getting it right now, but we'll see. Saab 2000, really? Interesting. You bring earplugs? That's a very nice airplane indeed, man. Very nice airplane. Very quiet, nice. I wonder when there's going to be a Mexico update? Not sure. I haven't heard anything about that personally, but I'm sure they are working on it. You know, Microsoft and Asobo did say that they wanted this simulator to be viable for nearly 10 years. Which is just absolutely insane. 10 years is a very long time. Hey, where'd you tell me to go for the auto rudder? Go into your assistant settings. So hit escape, go to assistant settings, piloting, and then turn off auto rudder. They have done a great job keeping it. It's close. What about is next week? I don't understand, my friend. Sorry. Oh, what part of the world is next? Yeah, I have no idea, to be honest with you. They did the US before. They just did Canada. I imagine we have to be due for, like, maybe South America next, or somewhere around there. Maybe South Africa somewhere. I don't know.
This is easy.
I really don't know. But whatever they choose, I am perfectly okay with, because everything they do is so much worth the wait, it's not even funny. Everything they do is just so phenomenal. It really is. Blows my mind the more and more I look at it sometimes. And to think about it, up until recently, probably Singapore or London, yeah, that would make sense. I would say Singapore more over London. But you know, we were just talking about it last night. To think about it, up until a couple of years ago, a lot of us were stuck with FSX still. I mean, I had X-Plane 10, but my machine at the time could not handle X-Plane 11. So I had to stick with X-Plane 10 and FSX. But the crazy thing is my machine before handled X-Plane 10 better than it did FSX, which is just kind of crazy, but it makes sense. And then upgrading from FSX and X-Plane 10 directly to this was just a very big shock. I wasn't prepared for it, because it just looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, I knew it was going to be looking amazing, but this is just... far exceeds anything I could have possibly imagined, for sure. It's not the rudder, it's the thing from the rubber or the rudder? It's not the rubber, it's the thing from the tail, I don't know what it's called. The vertical stabilizer, your rudder back there? Are you trying to turn the airplane on the ground? Yeah, if you're trying to turn on the ground, then you probably don't have an access set up for your nose wheel tiller. So your access for your yaw access on the joystick, you need to have that set to your nose wheel tiller. Whatever you do not fly X-Plane 12 in VR. A couple of the aircraft instruments move differently than the aircraft and may be very ill. Oh yeah, I don't do very well with stuff like that in general. We'll stay right in this view until the top of our descent. As soon as the top of our descent starts, the music will be coming off. You fly Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR daily with no issues? Really weird. Probably just the way, like you said, the way it's animated and the way it hits your eyes and affects your eyeballs. Pretty quiet looking at Volante here over the skies of New England. Last night it was a lot more busy. Alright, there's top of descent, everybody. Music is coming off. Alright, down we go. Down we go indeed. Towards Washington. More and more traffic is loading in. The more and more you take a look, it's spawning aircraft on the ground quite a lot, which is kind of interesting. You would think that being this high up in altitude, that this wouldn't be spawning as much traffic on the ground as you'd think. I wonder if there's something that I'm missing. In the settings? I don't know. I don't think so, but I did turn down the amount of traffic that would spawn on the ground, though, because let me tell you, I went to a couple of different airports. This was earlier in the day. I went to a couple of different airports and just let the traffic do its thing. Just let it all load in. Was gonna see how it acted on the ground, and let me tell you how much of a clusterfuck that Boston turned into. After about 20 minutes, guys, there were so many airplanes on the tarmac, and they all got stuck. Planes were going around like you wouldn't believe. Like, there were airplanes everywhere. Legitimately everywhere. And, yeah. I turned it down to only 30 airplanes, 30 IFR, and 10 VFR flights will be around at any given point in time. Depending on what airport we go to, that's not going to matter. But if we're going to be flying into a busier airport like that, I do not want to take the risk of that happening when we land and just have airplanes flying all over the place. But like there had to be close to 20 or 30 airplanes stuck on the tarmac in Boston. A lot of them were doing circles, just infinite 360s. And that's part of the bug log. If you go on the FSLTL website, you will see that. That is a known issue that they are working on, where the traffic will get stuck on the taxiway and just keep spinning in circles. That sounds fun. It was interesting. I mean, it was cool to watch. It was cool to watch. But yeah, once I turned down the amount of traffic it was actually loading in, it was a lot more functional. Alright, descending rather nicely here, folks. $101 nautical miles. Oop, 100 miles to go now. Remember, everybody, do me a favor and hit that like button for me. I would really, really greatly appreciate that. As well, if you are new here and you are enjoying yourself, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. Come here for a nice, lovely, chilled hangout atmosphere. This lovely middle of the week stream. At one point right there, the vertical speed, right when we were going through rest in peace frame rate for whatever reason, was at 2,900 feet per minute, but now we're sitting at about 22, 21. What was up with that frame rate for a second? Did you guys see that? My goodness. I was looking away from the screen really quickly, taking a look at the charts, just to make sure that we are following our descent nicely. Which we are. We gotta be at 11,000 feet before billet here. And we should have no problem making that. That's about 20 nautical miles away. And at about 2,100 feet per minute, we should be right down just in time. Speaking of which, we gotta come out of standard. W's, welcome back. Yeah, we are getting blown around by the winds up here quite a bit. The winds are pretty gusty in Washington as well. Let me bring up the METAR again and see if it changed for us. This was observed at 2152, so it's quite old. $10 if this landing is ultra buttery. Challenge accepted, my friend. Now the pressure is on. Winds are gusting from the north-northwest at 22 knots. You're putting the pressure on me there, Sahib. Putting the pressure on. But how nice, how awesome does this look, huh? This has screenshot written all over it. One from the other side. My goodness me. The way that this simulator looks sometimes is just... ugh. Man. Save. Yeah, drive required here. Message just popped up. Here we go. You'll make him honor the bet, alright, man. And even if he doesn't, it's no big deal. No big deal, as I've mentioned before. Right now, that is not the purpose of this channel, is to make monetary gains. Of course, donations are graciously accepted. Oh, here, now it's Ayoub's friend comes in. Alright, man, we'll try. We will try. No guarantees, my man. No guarantees. But thank you for your generosity. Absolutely. Thank you, thank you. My God, airplane, what are you doing? I know you're trying to get us back up to the speed we need to be at here, but my lord. Speed we need to be at is like 272, and the airplane just pushed us up to damn near 300. Not sure what was up with that. Yeah, I'm not sure what the auto throttle was doing there, man. That was very interesting. You okay, airplane? You good? I know we need drag required now, but good landing rate for a 737? I mean, smooth, like perfect, but like I don't know, the landing rate monitor like says anything below 150 usually is perfect. I think like 150 to 250 I think is like stiff. 250 and 350 I think is like concerning. Or I might have these wrong. But about under 150 feet per minute usually is a good butter. See, now the auto throttle's letting the speed dip down a whole hell of a lot again. Now we're going below 250, but that would make sense because we're at 10,000 feet, so... Weird, man, weird. There we go, now it's starting to increase our speed again. Let's see what the airplane does here. If it really starts to push us up over, 250 again. By the time we get to Yuck, we'll be at 10,000. We're gonna do a level change now, though. We are going to, we're gonna level change to 7,000. We're not following ATC anyway, so... It's the airplane just, it's not following. I mean, this approach is right, but that just seems kind of weird to me. 7,000 feet by high tech right here. And then we got to be at 2,700 by the time we get to Catern, which is right after that. Yeah, I don't know. That's a little weird to me. Little weird to me. Geek, hello my friend, welcome. Just in time for our arrival towards the Washington area. You know what, we're just gonna take this over ourselves. Is X-Plane 10 like this at all? No, that's a little bit lagging behind on the technology nowadays, unfortunately, my man. X-Plane 11? Yes, if you want to download a whole bunch of ortho. You didn't think it was streaming today? You thought it was Friday? I didn't think so either. I was actually playing around with FSLTL. I had some spare time to set that up today, and I figured, what the hell? If I'm playing around anyway, let's throw up a quick last-minute stream for everybody, and so we can showcase that. Dad coming in with the check-in. Just on time for our arrival into Washington. Ronald Reagan International is where we are going. We'll see how we are going to do. We do some flights from... Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I was just saying earlier, we definitely will be in Canada sometime soon. We haven't been there in quite a while, so definitely want to get in there for sure. Definitely want to get in there for some more for sure. Remember, everybody, hit that like button for me if you haven't done so already. And if you are new here, you are enjoying the stream, enjoying what you're seeing, please consider becoming a subscriber as well. I would greatly appreciate that. Become part of the MB crew and turn on notifications so you'll be notified whenever I post a video, a short, or whenever I go live. I would greatly appreciate that. And of course, thank you so much. Oops, no landing lights on yet. Silly me, rookie mistake. There we go. And if you are new here and you are enjoying the channel, thank you so much, everybody, for your continued support. Really, thank you. Any bots? Nope, not today. No nasty bots up in here yet. Yet is the key word there. Yet is the very strong keyword on that. Alright. We're doing this a little bit late, mainly because I haven't been paying attention. But it's okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, definitely is, for sure. One of the greatest airplanes in history. Remember, everybody, hit that subscribe button for me and turn on notifications if you are enjoying this stream. We're on the road to 750, everybody. 750, and the rate of which we are growing is just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So thank you so much, everybody, for your continued support over the past several weeks. Really, really means the world to me, everyone. And hit that like button for me on this video as well. You just earned a new sub. Well, thank you, Trey. Really greatly appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much for your support, and hope you are enjoying yourself so far indeed. Alright, everybody. Let's see how we do here. And thank you again, Trey. Really, thank you so much. All right. How can you fix your yoke stick? I'm not sure, man. Usually the auto rudder is the problem on that. The only other thing I would think would be you probably don't have your access set to the tiller. This is going to be an ILS? Yes. Yes, it is. Correct. For some reason, we aren't capturing... Ooh, I forgot. I forgot to do something here, everyone. Whoopsies. Always forget to do that. Almost every time. We are not capturing the ILS for whatever reason. But why is my course set to 049? That is not what I had originally selected. What the bleep? 109.9, that's right. Final approach course somehow set itself to... Oh, there it goes. Now it's gonna work? Oh, nice. Real nice. There we go. You guys see that? What's up with that? There's the runway. We have visual. Gear coming down. I know I was a little late, airplane. Calm down. Butter this? I'm gonna try, man. Alright, airplane, the gear is down. You can stop whenever you want. My goodness. You put the gear down a split second too late, man. You keep forgetting how realistic the sim is? I know, it's absolutely insane in the membrane. But let's try to get this, everybody. What kind of monitor do you have? An MSI Optix Mag 321 CQR. Sorry, that was a mouthful. 1,000 feet will go to my control. I have a lot of people watching right now, so of course I'm going to be a little nervy. I'll try to butter it for everybody, I promise. We will try to butter it for everyone. Alright, my control. Sounds like we're not going to get altitude callouts, probably because I forgot to set them. But that's okay. We don't need them. Get back on center line here. Alright. Welcome to Washington. Thank you guys. 155. Not terrible. 118 knots, winds at 17 knots. Not too shabby. But you know what we did? We forgot to save, we forgot to do the replay, everyone. My apologies. There will not be a replay of that. Oof. What a rookie mistake. So sorry, everyone. I really meant to get the replay there, but I completely brain farted that. Whoops. That's disappointing. $747's carrying more passengers and cargo. No one can deny the 747. Absolutely not. Wow. I really can't believe I forgot to record. Oh well. Yep, exactly. Just slide the video back a little bit and you can see that landing again. Because boy, I think it was good. Alright, 155 everyone. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Let's go get all parked here. You know what we're gonna do? We're not even gonna throw up the "Be Right Back" sign, everyone. We're gonna continue right on from here and do the turnaround right from here. That might be a bold decision. We'll see how it works out for us. What kind of mods do I use? Quite a few. I can name them all in just a moment. Look at that, a nice Southwest jetway waiting right there for us. I can't even see the taxi lines, though. So we'll just eyeball this here. We will just eyeball this one. Oh, geez. Geek, you still there, my friend? Would mind taking care of that? Alright. Set our parking brakes, everybody. Let's get our APU gens on now. There we go. APU bleed on as well. Isolation valve, come down to open. Taxi lights can come off. And let's shut her down. Let's hope GSX will connect the jetway here. Yep, it's telling me I'm not in a suitable parking spot. Because of course it's not. But I bet we could still get the jetway to work from here. Get out of here. Yep, okay, wonderful. Alright, we're just going to do a turnaround state from here, everybody. We're not even going to restart the sim. I hope I don't regret this upcoming here, but what a lovely arrival, everybody. Let's come over here and let's get our ground services all set to go. We'll set the wheel chocks there. Let's get our ground power unit all connected. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta get rid of those nasty bots in the chat. Love you too, Dad. Thank you for coming along. Really appreciate that. There we go. Got rid of those. Those darn bots, man. Those pesky bots that come in irritating. Alright. Let's request the baggage loaders. And let's request the lavatory van as well. Perfect. Okay. So as far as what kind of mods did I use, everybody, I can go over those really quickly. Oh, we still have our strobes on. Whoops. And our beacons. There we go. In regards to the mods, I mainly use... Oh, look at that! The Lincoln... Not the Lincoln Monument, the Washington Monument. That's badass! Anyways, we'll just sit right here real quick while the airplane does its thing. So really, I use GSX Pro, which gives us these nice jetways here and the ability to load baggage on the airplane, like, and actually see the baggage get loaded on by ground service crew members. I use enhanced airport graphics, which is available on the marketplace. Now I use FSLTL, which is available by the fly-by-wire installer, which gives us the lovely aircraft right here. As you can see, they are getting their baggage loaded, but this guy's just doing circles here. And it also allows airplanes to come in and out of the airport as well. There's probably not too much action going on right here, right now. I'm trying to think of what else I use. Obviously, this is the PMDG 737. Really trying to think of anything else in specific that I use. Like I said, enhanced airport graphics, definitely for sure. FS Realistic. FS Realistic I use, which gives you all the ambient sounds and all like the shuddering effects and everything like that. Definitely something that you need to have. First time you got the bots, you're excited because you finally have enough followers to make it worth it for them to find you. I know, right? Do they all cost money? A good amount of them do. FSLTL, which is this traffic right here, does not. That's freeware. The fly-by-wire A320 is freeware as well. GSX Pro does cost money, and so does, that's a payware, and so is enhanced airport graphics, but enhanced airport graphics I think is $4.99. Oh, and I use ground services, not ground services X, whatever the program is called that gives you the realistic, like ground maintenance vehicles that drive around the airport. Oh, he's pushing. He's getting ready for pushback, everybody. So this is what FSLTL does, and this is what everyone's been waiting for, because it's going to give you this aspect of realism as far as the airplane pushing back. Unless he's not going to push, he might be done for the night, which might be the case. He's got his ground power unit hooked up there. Speaking of which, we are still running underneath the APU, of which we will... Oh! Shit. We should have done that first. Sorry, everybody. We should have done that first, but we took care of that. So we're going to get the APU off just for now. We got to come in here and prep the rest of our cockpit for everything that we're doing. Get this down to ground power. Hydraulic switches can come off. Window heats can come off as well. We no longer need those. And same thing with yaw damper. We'll get the yaw damper off, which it already is. Our right seatbelt sign will come off. See me as everybody is deplaning. And we're going to go ahead and get everything ready to go for the next leg. If you fly low, check out Powerline and Solar Farms mods. So worth it. Oh yeah, I didn't know that existed. How did you learn all the flight planning and all the technical stuff? Practice, my man. Practice makes perfect when it comes to that kind of stuff. Practice, practice, practice. That's all I can really say. And then eventually it just kind of comes second nature, to be completely honest. Alright, so let's get our SimBrief flight plan redone here. My flight plan, new flight plan. And I can show you guys doing all this, I suppose. Hang on a second. Okay. You guys see that? There it is. Okay. So I can show you guys the planning the flight plan now, which is what I do whenever we do a new flight. So this is SimBrief right here. SimBrief is an essential tool, in my most honest opinion, for any flight simmer, in X-Plane, Microsoft Flight Simulator, FSX, anything that requires basically an FMC in an airplane. This is essentially what you are going to need. It is such a really great tool. It's a flight planning software. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to fill out our airline info, which for us, because we're Southwest, that's going to be WN. We're going to keep our same flight number of 1565. We are going to be departing out of KDCA and arriving KPVD. Airframe type, PMDG 737-700. You could use any of these default ones, but to be the most accurate, download one that somebody has made to really go along with the airplane that you're using. Usually, I select to keep all of this, the optional entries as is. It'll automatically generate it each and every single time you fly. And then after that, it's giving you your, suggested routes. If you really wanted to come over here and change these, you could. I'm not really going to. And then, you can change all these routes if you really, really wanted to. Look at that wacky thing. Like, why on earth would anybody do that, right? So we're just going to keep this here. We're going to keep this regular stock routing, just like it's giving us. And then we come up here and you hit generate. And what that's going to do is that's going to generate your flight plan, like so. And then when I'm entering everything in the FMC, when you see me doing that, this is what I'm reading right here. So as you can see, now that we have the flight plan generated, you can see that we have 59 minutes of airtime, we have cruising altitude 370, flight number, aircraft, everything that we need, 0 fuel weight, takeoff weight, our routing, and then we can come down here, we can have a look at the actual OFP, which is what we're going to use to get the rest of our flight in. So I'm going to move this back over here so we can start programming the FMC. I just figured I would bring that up for everybody because I get quite a few questions about that. So I just wanted to show everybody what that looks like and where I pull all that information from. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to come down here. We are going to release the lavatory because we no longer need them. And then we are going to come over here to menu, FS actions. We're going to put our fuel in first. Now, what you can do is you can use the fuel truck and you can set it so that it's realistic refueling, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to enter in the amount of fuel that we need for the next leg, which is 12,155 based off our SimBrief flight plan. We hit that, bam, we are instantly refueled. Go over to our payload now, and in order for this, we're just going to get our 0 fuel weight. Our 0 fuel weight for this leg is 110.6. Wow, so we are very light on this second leg to Providence. It makes sense because no one comes to Providence anyway. So we have 103 passengers out of 148 possible on this 737-700. So your fuel is already all set to go. That is good. We don't need to do anything else when it comes to that. So now we will come over here to our route and we will start entering our routing information. So of course we're starting at Ronald Reagan, which is Kilo Delta Charlie Alpha. And now we are heading to Providence, which is Kilo Papa Victor Delta. Enter that in. There we go. That's your origin and that's your destination. Flight number, you're going to do the same exact thing as we entered in on the top. I mean, you don't have to, but to keep it uniform, we will. But we'll go Whiskey November 1565. Enter that in. Wonderful. Now we are departing out of runway 4 right, which is where they're having us leave for, oh, I lied. 4 right, my goodness. Runway 1, which is the runway we just landed on. So enter in runway 1. There we go. Now we're going to click this DEP R, that's departure and arrival, to select our arrival in departure. So we're departing runway 1 via the Suki, what's that, Suki S? Suki 5? There it is. Suki 5 right there. Via the Swan transition, the only one available. Okay, our departure is all set now. So now let's go back to the index. Let's go over to the arrival. So now we are arriving on runway 5. We're going to take the ILS because if I look outside, it's very foggy, misty, visibility isn't that great. So we're going to take the ILS just like we did here because the visibility wasn't that great coming in here either. So we're taking the ILS. We're going in on the Jordan 2 via the HTO transition. Perfect. The only option that we had available anyway. So that's all set to go. Now we're going to come over here to our route. We're going to click next. There's our departure and our arrival already set up for us. So the next thing we need to do is after we go to Swan, which is the transition, we need to go direct to BROSS, B-R-O-S-S, which is a waypoint. It's telling the computer, the FMC, the flight management computer, where the airplane needs to fly after the departure. Here we're going to hop on an airway, Quebec 419er. That's going to come over here on the left-hand side. Did I watch a video? No, I wouldn't say I watched a video. I mean, yeah, I definitely did. I just read a lot of the manuals that come with the airplanes. The airplanes all come with user manuals and flight manuals that will teach you all of this, and that's really the best way I learn is by reading, not so much by watching. So, yeah, that's when it comes to airplanes at least. I use the manuals. So now we're going to RBV. Oops. RBV, which is the next waypoint. From RBV, we are hopping on the Q430 airway. Now, you might be looking at this and saying, but you don't have an empty slot. It's no problem. If we do this, it just moves it automatically for us. You see HTO is still there. From Q430, we're going to Creel. And then now direct to HTO. And then Jordan 2. So that's all set. Our routing is all set and good to go. Now we have to come over to our legs and come through here and make sure that we don't have any discontinuities, nothing's looking weird, make sure we don't have any vectors, which we're going to have a vector on the next page. Look at that, vector. That's normally where ATC would vector you in for the arrival, but in this case, we're just going to click on Kenti here and replace it with that vector. Okay, we are good there now. So, now that our legs are all sorted, let's come over here, zoom this out a little bit, move this over to plan, and now we can cycle through each one of these waypoints and just make sure that everything looks good, nothing looks wacky, before we officially accept and activate the flight plan. Okay, that looks good. Nothing looked weird. There's no weird loop-de-loops or circles or anything strange, so we can go ahead and activate that flight plan and execute it, which is basically accepting it. So now, when we put our airplane into LNAV, which is lateral navigation, which is left and right, the airplane will follow that path that we have selected. Bring that over to map because we are all done with that. Now we need to do our performance, which is the next step here, performance init. Click on that. Here's where we need to enter in our zero fuel weight. Our zero fuel weight for this flight, as we said before, is 110,600 pounds. So 110.6. There we go, gives us our gross weight of 23.0 with our CG at cruise of 19.1. We will enter in our reserve fuel on this leg, which is going to be 2.0 on the dot. Our cost index is going to be 16. And this information is all coming from the flight plan, by the way. Flight level 370 is our cruising altitude. Execute that in to accept it. You see our maximum cruise level is 40,100 feet. Or that's the highest altitude we're going to be going to on the trip, but we're not going to worry about that. That's a little much. Average cruise wind will be coming in a direction of 166 degrees at 21 knots. So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a crosswind on this flight. So that's looking good. That's everything we need to put here. N1 limit now, we're going to derate down to 2. We're going to go up to 88% N1 because we are very light today on this second leg, so there's no need to have a big crazy climb. We're going to keep regular climb 1, a little derated climb there. That's fine. Selected versus outside air temperature. I mean, we can probably select 20 here, and that'll be okay. Yeah, that's fine. Reducted. Yeah, we're good. Go over here to takeoff now. We're going to do flaps 5 degrees, which is standard takeoff flaps on a Boeing 737. We got our V speeds here. V1 is the point of no return when you are flying the airplane. Rotate means you come off the ground. V2, I think that's safety speed, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, we need our center of gravity currently as it is right now. That requires coming back over here to the payload screen. Center of gravity for takeoff is 19.1%. So let's come back over here, enter in 19.1%. That gives us our trim value for takeoff of 6.49. So we're pretty much done with the FMC at this point. There's nothing else really that we need to do. So let's come over here and enter in 6.49. That's going to require us to go down just a little bit. 6.5, so we'll put her in right about here. That should do. Alright, wonderful. Now we'll come up and get our autopilot all configured and ready to go. Remember, we said we were going up to flight level 370. Now, if we were using ATC, they would instruct us to depart runway 1 and climb and maintain 4,000 or something like that. But because we're not using ATC, we're just going to go right up to 370. We don't really have a care in the world about that. V2 plus 10 is what we need to put in for our speed, which is going to be 140. And then our runway heading for runway 10, which is going to be, or runway 4. Wait, we going out runway 1 or 4? Runway 1, that's what I thought. Runway 1, which is going to be 7 degrees. So we'll just populate 7 degrees in there. And now our autopilot's all set. So we'll arm our auto throttle. Flight directors are already all set. Nothing else really we need to do with that. So now we are pretty much all configured and ready to go. What are your graphics settings? High end. High end preset with clouds set to ultra, trees set to low, and terrain vector data set to ultra. Everything else is stock high end. Okay, fasten seatbelt signs will come on now. let everybody know that to buckle in because we're going to be getting ready to go. Let's start that APU again. Hit our left aft fuel pump on. Bring APU down to on and start. There we go. Oh, is he actually going to leave? Looks like he's going to leave, everybody. Looks like he might be pushing back here. I don't know. His jetway is connected on and off a few times now on its own. I don't really see much other air traffic going on over here. Let's check our... Enjoy the rest of your flight. You have to get ready to fly. Well, thank you, my friend. Really, really greatly appreciate you sticking around. Thank you so much. New subscriber to this channel. He's already been here 2 streams. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, my friend. Really, really thank you so much. Alright. Our APU is fired up now. Now that the APU is fired up, we're going to get our APU generator on once it lights up right here. There we go. Click that down to on. The flashes are a good thing. Click that up to off. Yaw damper will come on. Everything else will stay as is for now. Window heats can come on as well. Electronic hydraulic pumps can come on. Get our cruising altitude set to 370. Let's take a look at our arrival altitude, which is going to be 54 feet, so we'll just bring this up to 50. Lovely. We are pretty much ready to go, everybody. The only thing we're going to need to do is come down here, go to FS Actions, Ground Services. We are going to tell our baggage loaders to leave the area in preparation for departure. So now, normally we would use GSX for the pushback, but unfortunately, GSX really isn't liking us right now, as you can see right there. But that's no problem because we have another pushback program right here. This is the Amphibious Pilots or Ambitious Pilots pushback program. This is free on flightsim.to. This one is free. So we're going to push back right here. This allows us to tell the ground crew where we want our airplane for pushback. So we're just going to take it right here. That's about as far back as we are going to be able to go. So now we will get our brake set to RTO. Close this. No longer have any need for that. Okay. So the only thing we need to do is actually come down here because for some reason the airplane didn't count us down our altitude. So I'm assuming that this is all shut off. Yep. Of course it is. Get all of this turned back on. There we go. An HGS installed. I want to get rid of that as well. No. Let's get the new lights as well. Okay. Lovely. That's good. HGS just got rid of your HUD. I mean, we could even move this around if we wanted to. Okay. So now it's just going to be about stepping outside, making sure these guys are all going to leave. Which it's looking like they are. Oh, there we go. We got some traffic taxiing around now. Look at that. How cool, huh? Okay. Heading back into the flight deck now. We're going to come over here back to ground services. And we are going to have the jetway release, the ground power unit release. There we go. The cable has been disconnected. The doors have been shut. And we are ready for push, everybody. So the only thing we need to do now is remove the chocks. Come up here. Remove the jetway. Turn our fuel pumps on. Turn the packs off. And we are ready for push. So we'll come over here. Hit request pushback. It's going to have us release our parking brake. There we go. And then when we hit hold, we're going to start pushing. So we'll come up here and get ready to bring engine 2 into ground. So hold. Back we go. Anti-collisions come on. This comes into ground. Come down here, have a look. N2 rotation. And 1 rotation. Excellent. 25% N2, we will initiate fuel flow, head over to the wing view, and have a listen. Alright, sounds like we have a good start of engine number 2. Let's head back inside, power up engine number 1. Same process. Pushback has ended, so we will hit our parking brake. Good night, Mom. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Alright, let's figure out where we need to taxi everybody. Get a look at our airport info. We are taxiing to runway 1, so it's basically we're going to taxi straight out, follow outside the terminal area there, and just, yeah, basically hop on Juliet after that, follow Juliet all the way down, cross runway 4, yeah, follow Juliet all the way. So lovely. We'll come up here, we'll get our taxi lights on now. We'll come over here back to our wing view. We will test our flight control surfaces. There we go. They are working nicely. Flaps to 5 degrees. Do our flight control surfaces again from this angle. Alright, we are officially ready to go. Let's release our parking brake from here. Give us a little bit of power and see what it's like to take off from this angle. Alright, away we go. Oops. Stay straight. Back to Providence we go, everybody. We can do a replay of this takeoff as well for fun. And up here is where we are going to connect with Juliet. Alright, and now we are on Juliet. We'll just follow Juliet straight, and we will get to our departure runway. Lovely. Is that another airplane arriving right here? Looks like it. Oh wow. Here goes the departure. Oh, that's so cool. Man, this add-on, I'm really liking it. FSLTL. Thumbs up so far. Other than the little bit of performance issues we had earlier. But, yeah, it's pretty solid, man. It looks like we have another airplane arriving right here. And this follows real-world air traffic as well, which is the other really cool thing. Here's where we're going to cross runway... What's this? Runway 4, right? Nope, runway 4. While we cross, we will turn our landing lights on and our strobes. Right. Here comes this guy. What is he? Another American Airlines. Looks like an Airbus. Nice. Alright, and of course we are going to have to hold short up here. Well, at least line up and wait. Looks like we don't have any traffic on final. So we can line up and wait for that guy to get off the runway before we head on out of here ourselves. So let's start, let's record here. So we can watch the replay of the departure. Alright, lovely. Let's look down there. Is he still on the runway? He just turned off, it looks like. He's sitting down there, though. Hopefully he'll start moving soon. Look at our landing lights on now, though. Logo's on, or strobe's on, and we are ready to go. We just need to wait for this guy to get off the runway down there. Hopefully he will. He might be waiting for ground to tell him it's okay to leave, or okay to taxi. Or it looks like he might be stuck in place. Okay, because that's the case, we're going to come up here and reset traffic injection because he's just going to be sitting there. Alright everybody, we are all set and ready to go. Enjoy the departure from this angle out of Washington. We will be watching the replay of the departure as well. Throttle's up to 40%. Stabilized and toga. V1 rotate. Up we go. As a brake climb, gear up. Immediate turn. Oh, what is our airplane doing? Alright, just lower the nose now. Never turn the APU off, whoops. Okay. Let's get VNAV and LNAV initiated now. Get our command on. Weird. But, let's watch the replay of the departure now. So we're gonna stop that. We're gonna hit play. Go, it takes us down here, camera track recording. We can bring us to this view, and we can watch the replay from here. Remember, we did hold short, so we're gonna have to speed this up just a little bit. There we go. We should be departing any second now. But enjoy the replay angle of the departure, everyone. We don't do this very often. Okay, here we go. Here's the Pentagon right there. As the airplane started acting weird. We only got about 31 seconds to go, the rest of this replay, so let's head back up here so we can take control of the airplane immediately as soon as the replay ends. Alright. But we have immediate control of the airplane. Oh, VNAV has control of the airplane now. Autopilot does. Airplane, what are we doing here? Dude, what is this? 30 degrees of pitch attitude. Like, what are we doing? The hell is that? Come on, man. Can we fly normal here, please? Flaps come to 1 degrees. Flaps come clean. Up into the foggy night. God, the airplane was putting us in a very dangerous situation there. Alright, above 10,000 means landing lights will come off. Same thing with our taxis and turn-offs. Those are good. Okay. Got some traffic up there. Oh, he disappeared. Never mind. Oh, there he is. Oh, he like kind of keeps disappearing when you zoom in. Oh, there he is. He's up there. You just can't really see him unless you really zoom out. Alright, give me just a second, everybody. I need to use the restroom. I will be right back. We're going to throw a message up on screen that says restroom break. Bear with me just a moment. Alright, everybody, I'm back. Told you it wouldn't take me long. But back to Providence we go, everybody. Ooh, you know what? We gotta put ourselves back in standard mode here. Or out of standard. What? Why do we have a master caution on? Oh, that would be why. We never put the, we never turned the packs on, that's why. Whoops. Oh man, we're gonna be stuck with that alarm the whole time now. Shit. Alright. Clear that alarm, please, 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 please. Clear that alarm. It's fine, everybody, we're fine. How do we stop the cabin altitude alarm? Oh. Oh, thank God. No worries, everybody, no worries. We're okay. We're not gonna die. It's fine. Whoops. You saw nothing, Tony. You saw nothing. Oh man. I think it's the first time I've ever done that on stream, so can't believe we forgot to do that. I mean, we're still gonna have the red warning here, but that's all right. We're just taking a little nap. All right, well, let's get the music playing again, everybody. Going up to flight level 370. Well, alright. Doing absolutely swell. We got some traffic out there. Well, thank you everybody who's watching. I really greatly appreciate you. If you wouldn't mind, do me a favor of going ahead and hitting that like button for me. I would really greatly appreciate that as well. And if you are new here and you are enjoying the chill vibes, the loveliness of our airplane, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on notifications so you never miss a stream or never miss when I post a video. Thank you so much everybody for all of your continued support. Up to 615 subscribers now, on the road to 750. So we are getting there everybody. We are getting there. So thank you so much everyone. You are all absolutely wonderful. Okay, cruising nicely here. top of our descent is in 95 nautical miles, so let's start referencing our chart, or charts, and just make sure that we are going to have everything perfect. Back to that Windows 95-esque music. Alright, get our altitude all set for the top of descent. Very, very quiet in here today, indeed. "27 nautical miles to go until the top of our descent.
This is easy.
Hopefully we can get another good landing into Providence. Alright, we have started our descent, everybody, into the Providence area. Hope you've enjoyed the flight so far. This is going to be the last tune, everybody, so we can enjoy the smooth air, the smooth white noise of our Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 on our way down. Looking absolutely marvelous, as she always does in the nighttime sky. We got about a little bit of drag required, eh? Got about 113 nautical miles to go until we reach Providence. Providence, TF Green International Airport, is my smaller local airport that I don't live too far from. Quite the little charming place. A payware scenery was just released for it recently, actually. And it does look pretty good. The performance, though, could be a little bit better out of it, if I'm being absolutely picky. But so finally happy to have a nice payware rendition of KPVD. We haven't had one of those, unfortunately, since Flight Simulator 2004. So, really awesome now to finally see Providence recreated in Microsoft Flight Simulator in a proper way, in a proper fashion. Remember, everybody, hit that like button for me if you would. Excuse me. I would greatly appreciate that as well. And if you are enjoying what you are seeing, please consider becoming a subscriber. I would really greatly appreciate that. And thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed so far. You are all absolutely wonderful. Oops, that was supposed to be the last song. There we go. Sorry, everybody. Music is done. That was the last song. Get the simulator volume back up there. There we go. Hey, AMR Mohammed coming in with a subscription. Thank you so much, my friend. Really greatly appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I hope you are enjoying yourself so far. Welcome to the MB crew. Hope you enjoy the arrival into Providence, my friend. Again, thank you so much for your support. You are all too kind. Thank you. And normally we do have a face cam up, but we have it off this evening, just because it is a little bit darker and the lighting in here isn't exactly the best, so we have that off just for now. But just know, if you go back and look at all my other streams, you do see my face. But thank you so much, my friend, for the subscription. Again, really greatly appreciate you. We are on the road to 750, of which you, my friend, believe takes us up to 616. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much again, my friend. Getting closer and closer every single day. Jack is back in the chat. Welcome, Jack. How are you, my friend? Hopefully you are having a very good evening. He said, thank you for flying with Southwest Airlines. We are now landing in Providence. Please have your seatbelts on, tray tables up, and seat upright. Thank you for flying with us indeed. Thank you for that cabin announcement, Jack. Really greatly appreciate you coming in and taking care of our fare-paying passengers today. We had a pretty nice landing in Ronald Reagan International Airport in Washington. And we are descending quite nicely now down into Providence. Such a charming little airport. If you've never visited TF Green International before, now as it's known, it is an international now, which is absolutely crazy. It's quite the little charming little airport. Not a lot of traffic in and out there every single day. It's pretty quiet for the most part. It does get a little bit busy though in the summer months, because people will come around here for the tourism. Of course, we do have Newport We do have Narragansett, Aquidneck Island, you know, all those Block Island as well, all the really nice touristy kind of getaway destinations out here. The smallest state in the Union. Nestled right in Warwick, Rhode Island. It's not in Providence like everyone seems to think. The airport is probably about 10 miles southeast of Providence. Oh yeah, we're getting bumped around here. It was quite the bumpy departure out of Providence. It was raining quite steadily when we left. Let me check the METAR right now. Let's see what we have here. Okay, current weather in Providence. Winds coming in from north-northeast at 11 knots, gusting up to 19. Okay. Visibility 6 miles. Yep. Just like I can tell looking outside, it's very misty and very rainy and just drizzly and just all around gross. Ceiling is 900 feet. Lovely. Overcast cloud deck at 29, broken clouds at 16. Broken clouds at 900 with light rain and mist. So luckily we're taking the ILS in to runway 5. Because it seems like we're going to need it with that very low ceiling there, 900 feet. We had very similar weather yesterday when we took the MD-80 into Atlantic City. We had an engine failure yesterday, though. Yesterday's arrival into Atlantic City, we had an engine failure. It was absolutely crazy. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin for arrival? Yes, sir. Please collect all the trash. Please collect everything you need. Is there any group flights we can join? Definitely in the future, Mohammed. Definitely in the future. Right now, I have been... Well, so I did have multiplayer on for quite a while to where you guys could fly with me if you wanted to. The reason why I have it turned off right now is because it was causing a crash to desktop for me. When I had multiplayer on, whenever it was trying to load the multiplayer models, I couldn't load into the sim. It was just killing me. So as soon as I turned multiplayer off, that solved the issue. So now that we have FSLT, or FSLTL rather, installed, we can go ahead and try to give the multiplayer another shot and do some group flights for sure. I was planning on doing a pretty big group flight for our 750 subscriber special, of which we are approaching pretty quickly. So for our 750 subscriber special, everyone will be welcome to join. We'll try to get as many people up in the air with us as we possibly can. Can I do an infinite flight live stream? I don't have that. I'm not sure how exactly I would go about doing that, Jack. In regards to streaming from a mobile device. Okay, we need to take ourselves out of standard because we went below transition altitude. Yeah, look at how bumpy we are up here, man. I believe that's Block Island right there. Yep, that's Block Island State Airport down there. Very cool indeed. We're gonna go into vertical speed mode now. Because I really don't like, again, the airplane's just coming in very high. Go ahead and open up our speed brakes as well to slow us down. This might be a hold on to your butts scenario here, everybody. This might be a very rough arrival. Just warning everybody now. Calling the attendants, letting them know, hey, get seated now. Looks like we just had a new arrival to the Discord. Whoever that was, thank you so much for joining. Best place to get all the updates in regards to the stream. For a speed brake? Oh yeah. Speed brake spoilers. No, Waddle. None of that. None of that foolishness like you were doing last time. Alright, there goes 10,000. Hopefully we will make this descent. The airplane wasn't descending the way it was supposed to at all. We did that twice in a row, 2 flights in a row, and that's weird because we haven't had that problem with the PMDG in quite a while. It's been behaving pretty nicely as far as following VNAV goes, but for whatever reason right there, it didn't want to. Back belt on, alright, here we go. Into the hometown, into Providence. Yeah, we are coming in way too high. I'm thinking we're probably going to need to do a 360 here. Do a circle. Although we might be okay. I don't know. We'll feel it out here. Get our course in 4-7. Radio 109.3. Actually, we might be okay here. Oh yeah, I think we'll be okay here now. Let's get approach mode on now. There we go, it kept the right course for us this time, thankfully. Get that switched over. Lovely. Let's get our speed brakes armed now. Auto brakes set to 3. Alright everybody, here we go. Let's get the recording going, shall we? What the hell? Why is that up there? Start recording from there. And then we'll also do the Sky Dolly replay tool as well. So 2 separate recordings going of our landing here. Flap for 5. Oh yeah, very low visibility here, everyone. Very low visibility indeed in Providence today. Alright, wish us luck, everybody. Let's get this butter. Approach mode is on. Alright, we've been established on the localizer. No visibility. This is exactly what the ILS is meant for, everybody. Exactly what the ILS is meant for. Alright, there's our runway right out there in front of us. We do have an eye on the lights now. Alright, everybody. Let's get her in, shall we? Gear is coming down. Flaps to 40. Would I do call out of work today? Nope. I work until 5 o'clock. Work until 5 o'clock, and I work from home today. Alright, everybody, 33 knot crosswind currently on our right hand side. This is going to be interesting, but we got this, everyone. We got this. You retired today? Well, congratulations, Pop Dog. Congratulations indeed. Anybody want to guess my landing rate on this one? Want to get some guesses in the chat? This about matches the weather outside, so this is accurate. Thousand feet will go to my control. We are landing right now. Alright, coming up on my control here.
1,000.
My control. Let's get it, everyone. We have a headwind now, not a crosswind, so we should be pretty good on this one. Get us lined back up straight here. Ooh, some stutters there. Some stutters. Let's get lined back up straight, please. There's an airplane on the runway, because of course there is. Manually manipulating our throttles.
500, 400, 300, 200, 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ooh. We were firm on that one. Sorry about that, guys. That was a firm one, but given our weather conditions here, I think it was almost to be expected. We have a Southwest plane sitting on the runway here. We got to get rid of him. Come on, seriously. Alright, so we're just going to turn this off altogether then, because clearly that's not working right. Seriously not going to get off the runway here? You're just going to sit there? Okay, that's fine. For whatever reason, he's not going away, even though I shut down the mod. Patrons, welcome to Providence. Current time is about 8:30 p.m. We are taxiing to the gate. Get ready for deboarding. Thank you for flying Southwest. Oh yeah, thanks for the announcement check. Appreciate that, my friend. Alright. Get the spoilers down. Flaps to 0. That was firm. 237. The G wasn't bad, though. Like I say, given the weather conditions, I think I might get a little bit of a pass on that one. But regardless, welcome to Providence, folks, and there goes our frame rate. Oh, there it goes. It's better now. But yeah, I just picked this airport up. This is actually a payware version of Providence. Looks just like it, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah, lovely frame rate. Awesome. Awesome frame rate. Look at that. Good lord. So we will get all taxied to the gate here, and then we will do the replay. That extremely firm touchdown, but they do say anything under 300 is considered a pretty good landing. Is GSX Pro worth it? When it works properly, yes. When it works properly, yes, it is, Newt, for sure. Sometimes it can be a little buggy, but it's gotten a lot better. For sure, it has gotten a lot better. Like, when it first released, it wasn't worth the 29. Now, I can currently say, yes, it is, but I will warn you, expect a few bugs to go along with it. They don't happen as often as they used to, like I said. But yeah, it's in a lot better shape than it was, that's for sure. So if this was 3 months ago, I wouldn't recommend it. But it's much better now than it was. Much, much better. Welcome to Providence, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We never got our APU fired up. Whoops. So I'm going to assume that the issue with the frame rates is this airport, this Payware airport. This is the first time I've featured it on stream. And clearly we have some stutters here. We will relieve those stutters once I upgrade my RAM just a little bit, but as you can see right there, we are stuttering quite a bit. Nice night landing. Okay, Dad, thank you for joining. Always appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But we are coming up to our gate here, but this is represented pretty well. This looks pretty much like the real thing. Like I said, this is my local airport, so I do see it quite often. Other than those stutters and what seems to be the frame rate problem there, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice airport. Very nicely done. And at a good price too. Okay, clear APU gen on now. APU bleed is on already. And let's take this next one right here, shall we? Ugh, there we go with the stuttering issue, man. My God. A little bit off on the parking job, but that's okay. Alright, so we are going to wait here for now, set our parking brake. We do need to get everything reset back up for our replay. So that's good, that's all looking good. Oh my God, what is... I don't know if it's an OBS problem or if it's a simulator problem. Because my frame rate looks great right now on my screen. But when I look over at OBS, it's choppy. So I don't know what to make of it. And then my mouse movement is fine too. So I don't know, guys. I do not know. It looks better now right there. Okay. At least it calmed down a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and replay. Replay tool? No? Maybe? Okay, well, I guess we're not going to get the replay tool back. Replay tool is gone, apparently. Thank God we did Sky Dolly. Okay. Let's stop the recording on the Sky Dolly, get our flaps set to where they need to be. And then hit play. Oh yeah. And then skip ahead just a little bit. Right about here will do.
500.
There's that plane in the middle of the runway again. Look at that. How annoying that is, huh? But we'll go with this view first. This one right here. I didn't even get an eye of what our winds were like there. Didn't get an eye, but we'll look again from the cockpit. We'll be able to tell. Good night, Jack. Have a good one, my friend. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate you, my friend. Have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. All right, one more replay view, everybody, from the cockpit view, the last one. And then that's going to be it. So we'll go all the way back here. We will reset our view up here. We had 25 knots right here. So we were getting blown around quite a bit. But this is going to be the last replay view, everybody. We'll get it right from the nose right here. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. I really, really greatly appreciate every single one of you. We're going to get this all this stuff off here, and this is going to be the last replay. Thank you so much, everybody. I will catch you all on the next one, probably going to be Friday afternoon. Who knows? I might even throw up a last-minute stream tomorrow if I'm feeling into it. I will catch you guys all later. Thank you so much for being here. Catch you all on the next one. Thank you for all my new subscribers, new crew members, and new arrivals today. Really greatly appreciate every single one of you, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you now. Bye-bye.
20, 10,